Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to do an interesting session of spellings with you all. Hope you are all doing well. Let us refer to pages 40, 41, and 42 for today's class. Children, on page 40 we shall see that there is a list of nouns given. Now, if you inspect closely, you will see that these are the opposite genders which are mixed up and given, and we have to arrange them in the correct order and match the genders. Then, for the second exercise, we have certain words which we have to rhyme with the words given in the yellow box. Third exercise is fill in the blanks, which is kind of a word meaning drill. That is, fill in the blanks are given and you have to choose the correct word from the yellow box to complete the meaning. Then the last exercise on this page is that the masculine forms are given on the left and the feminine are given on the right side, and we have to match these words with the opposite gender. Now, page 40, the first exercise. We all know nephew's opposite gender is niece. Earl is countess, and who's an earl? Earl is a nobleman in the European order. Gander, a male goose, and feminine is goose, and of course plural is geese. Bridegroom and bride. The person who is going to get married is known as the bridegroom. Emperor, empress. Now please look at the spelling of empress. Bullock and heifer. Heifer is a female cow who has not yet given birth to a calf. Host, hostess. The host word you are all familiar. Guest is the person who is invited, and host is the person who is inviting the guest to his house. But there is another meaning of host. Host also means the person who is comparing any program. And there is a new word which has come in circulation, which is MC, that is master of ceremony. Then a man with magical powers is known as a wizard, and a woman with magical powers is known as a witch. Marquis, an European nobleman, and Marchioness is a female European nobleman, lady. She can also be a wife or a widower of a marquis. Then a bachelor. Bachelor again has two contexts. One, bachelor is person who is eligible to be married, and the second is a bachelor of any stream, like a master of we call somebody who has done Bachelor of Arts somebody who has graduated. So a graduate is also known as a bachelor, and actress is somebody who has opted for acting as a profession. Now the rhyming words. From these very words we have to find the rhyming words. For loose, goose. Rich, witch. Peas, niece. Coast, host. Curl, curl meaning to form into a curl or a spiral shape, and earl is a British nobleman. Tight, bright, and this is tied. That means past tense of tie. Keep that in mind. Juice, Marcus. Lizard, wizard. Meander is a winding curve, is called a meander. And gander. Meander is rhyming with gander. Westminster. Westminster. Now there are two words which are very commonly used. One is abbey and one is Westminster. This is the Parliament of United Kingdom. Westminster Emperor. So with this we have done the second exercise, and now the third one. Third one is again the opposite gender. We all know that in English we have 4 genders: masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Here the masculine words are given and you have to find the feminine. So brother, sister, duke, duchess, heir, heiress. Heiress is a woman who is legally entitled to the property which she will be inheriting. Uncle, aunt, and it is not auntie, please note that. Hero, heroine, it's hero. Waiter, waitress. Gentleman, lady. Widower, widow. Monk is a member of a religious order and he lives in a monastery. Similarly, nun is a member of a religious order and she lives in a convent. Ram is a male sheep. Ewe, we pronounce it you. We don't say ev, it's you, a female sheep. Conductor, conductress, a female conductor, especially in a bus or a passenger vehicle, is known as a conductress. Fox, vixen. Now page 41, you have a little joke. This is for humor, and when you read it yourself you will, I'm sure, fall into splits. Now the second exercise is a list of words have been given which I have arranged them in 2 sets. Alright, just now I will show you how I have done this exercise, but here I'm just telling you, if you see the joke, like there is word like declared, alright, argued, so this is exclaimed. These are all reporting verbs if you notice, and since you are all doing reporting verbs, I'm sure you all know what a reporting verb. Reporting verbs are those verbs which are used for in direct narration. So these are all reporting verbs. Along with there are certain nouns also used, so I have categorized it, and here there is a set of exercise where the questions are given and answers are followed. Now you have to match the question with the answer. Like, what is the capital of Canada? It is Ottawa. Answer the pupil. When is the tap not a tap? Ask the child. The answer will be when it is dripping. Laughed his friend. Is the man equal to the task? Yes, he is our most skillful man, the foreman replied. Have you been quarreling? Demanded the father. No, we were only arguing, stammered the boy. Are you sure you feel well? Inquired the nurse. Of course I do, declared the patient. Now you can see there is a variety of reporting verbs given which you can use depending on the tone of the sentence. Like replied, answered will be used when you're just giving an answer. Question will be used in an interrogative sentence. Chuckle will be when you are saying something funny. Remarked is when you are pointing out. Conversation, it's a noun. This is not a verb. Dialogue, you all know, when you have a two-side conversation. Exclamation, of course, you all know this is also a noun. And exclamation mark, something which is a certain outburst of feeling. Comma, it's a punctuation. Pupil is also a noun. Then you have exclaimed, inquired, explained, laughed, stammered. See how these verbs have been used in the direct and indirect narration also. We can use them. Declared, suspected, contradicted, argued, and maintained. Now, here these are the reporting verbs, and the most common reporting verbs, as you all know, is say, tell, and ask. But you can also use a variety of other reporting verbs to add to the meaning of the sentence. All right. Now, conversation, dialogue, comma, exclamation, these are all different kinds of, these are also punctuation marks, and also these are words which you have to keep in mind in what kind of a writing is it. Is it a conversation? Is it a dialogue? All right. Now, next is page 42. Here you will see that there are 4 categories of words. One which is ending with ate, one which is ending with ace, ade, and ne. Okay. So what I have done is, like, these are the common words which are ending with these words which are ending with these words. Now they have given you an exercise which is very easy for spelling drill. Like, instead of F in face, write with L's L. So if you substitute F and you put in L, it becomes lace. Similarly, instead of G in gate, write with D. So it will become date. So this I'm sure you all can do easily. And then we are going to go to the last exercise of the day, which is adding the suffixes ace, ade, ate, and aje and are. Now, what are these suffixes? These suffixes are words, when you use suffixes, are words which will be added to a part of a word at the end. Prefix is added in the front of the root word, but suffix is added at the end. Now, chalk, choco, L is given. So what will you add? Chocolate, right? So let us see. I have again divided these into 5 groups, like chocolate, private, climate, surface, pirate, demonstrate, and emigrate. Emigrate means to leave a place such as a country of origin to settle in another. And then ADE words like crusade, lemonade, cascade. What is this crusade? Crusade is generally used for it was in the 11th century, when the people used to expeditions which were led by the Christians in Europe. All right, that is for their holy war, they called. So that is basically a holy war. So military expeditions undertaken by the Christians in the Europe, and it was in the middle, I'll say not exactly in the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th century. All right, then you have lemonade, cascade, invade, comrade. And who's a comrade? A fellow member. A marmalade is a type of a fruit spread made from citrus fruits. Shade, disgrace, embrace, furnace, palace, grimace. Grimace means an ugly twisted expression on a person's face. Average, garage, savage means to criticize brutally. Now here, savage children, it can be used as an adjective also and as a verb also. Engage, package, voltage. Prepare, declare, beware, compare, and aware. So these words I have already, they are all jumbled up here, but I have put them in words in the 5 suffix list, which are ending with ate, ace, ade, ate, and age and ace. Okay, so children, you have to learn these words. I hope you have all had a wonderful session today with me. Thank you, children.